Hey guys, it's TEW2013 Maxwell here, and welcome to another episode in our TEW2013 series, WWE It's a New Day, where we try and right the wrongs of the WWE, and most importantly, we try and keep our full roster healthy. We've got one injury so far that we've obtained in the series, so we're doing a little bit better in the WWE, and it was only a minor one to Bo Dallas. So in our go-home show, the Rumble, we have 15 segments booked. We have a lot of pre-show segments, just really building guys up, either for the future or really just with a view to potential WrestleMania matches, or just really people I just want to get over or learn skill points. So a lot of pre-show matches, but overall, hopefully a good show as we lead into the Royal Rumble. So we'll cover the show, and then after the show we'll go and we'll have the rundown of the card, and then I'll let you guys put your predictions in comment section. So we're booking this show from the Mitchell Centre in the southeast there. You see we're just giving a few other guys opportunities there. Decent show, but I really can't wait to cancel it. I'm just letting the contract run out because as much as I hate booking it and it's annoying, it's really good for giving guys that aren't getting TV time another chance to really get some skill points or some overness, so it helps, but in a way it's a massive hindrance. And like main event and superstars will both go when all contracts run out. Probably the same with SmackDown as well, just to speed the save up a little bit. But I say, go home show, let's crack right in it, and I hope you enjoy it. So 8,629 attendance, not a great attendance. If anything, it sounds a bit like a SmackDown attendance. But in our opening pre-show contest, that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. The New Days, Kofi Kingston and Big E defeat the primetime players of Titus O'Neil and Darren Young in 6 minutes and 27, when Big E defeated Darren Young by pinfall with a big ending. Let's get a C-56. Xavier Woods did some good work at ringside. There's always good stuff in the commentary team. No skill improvements. And if we look at our dirt sheet there, it's just mostly negatives for holding back. A couple of poor gimmicks again. Poor psychology and poor selling, and a negative crowd reaction on the part of Titus O'Neil, which is a shame. Next up, in an awful match that was completely devoid of heat, Emma defeats Peyton Royce in 7:18 with a roaring elbow. E26, nothing spectacular here, just a real jobber match here for Emma to win. Peyton will be one more so for the future. I think both have got big futures in the WWE. I think if they push Emma again, the sky's the limit. Same with Peyton, I think she gets an opportunity in NXT. She'll definitely show how good she is. But overall, these are like the second batch of divas I've got here, because obviously the 4 horsewomen are obviously the top batch. First page. Next up, and about that had some solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. Rob Van Dam defeats Braun Strowman in 5 minutes and 41 by countout. At D43, the plan was for RVD to job, but he refused, and I thought, well, if Braun can just be in the ring with these kind of guys, it can hopefully help him. Unfortunately, it made for an awkward bout because they didn't seem to click. No skill improvements, but again, just another match making Braun Strowman look very strong. As I say, he's not going to get great reaction, he's going to get penalised for a lot of things, but I want to try and build up a monster with a very, very limited skill set. In a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat, we had Hideo Itami defeating Jack Swagger in 9:08 by pinfall with a GTS. A C-57. Allow me to do the GTS into soft television. No skill improvements though, and just another match getting Itami over. Quite a few negatives there for Jack Swagger, but apart from that, it was booked perfectly when considering length and who went over. Just poor gimmicks and holding back in both guys because it's not on pay-per-view. And then about that had some solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. We had Harper and Rowan defeat Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, or the American Alphas, defending on what spoilers you've read. In 8:02, when Luke Harper defeated Jason Jordan by pinfall with a pile driver. C-59. Great chemistry from Jordan and Gable. Luke Harper came out looking very good, that's good. I just felt like there was a chance to give Harper and Rowan a win, but a real good chance to see how Gable and Jordan did against a really good tag team, or a more over tag team. Unfortunately, no skill improvements in this match, and the dirt sheet has a lot of poor gimmicks and holding back, so I might have to look at the poor gimmick of Luke Harper because he's someone I want to put a lot of faith in. Next up, and about that had solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat. We had Ryback defeat Adam Rose in 6:59 with the, we'll just say Shell Shock. T41, good stuff between Rosa and Adam Rose. Again, another awkward bout, both men not clicking. No skill improvements there, but building up the Ryback, because obviously he's been off television because of his failed wellness policy. And speaking of failed wellness policies, an extremely short match, Randy Orton defeats Curtis Axel in 2:47 with an RKO. C-59, just building up Randy after he's been off television for a little bit. I think we all know when Randy Orton's making his television return. So we start the actual show with the number one contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, and his advocate, which I've typed as Brock Lesnar, but is really Paul Heyman. This is why you shouldn't type out angles at 3 in the morning. Paul Heyman says, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate and the representative of this man you see standing before you, the Beast, Brock Lesnar. This Sunday, my client, Brock Lesnar, will do what he does best, which is compete for a championship title. And like every other title match my client has been in, the result shall remain the same. Brock Lesnar will win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So Mr. Ambrose, I hear you're not here at the moment. So find a monitor, catch this message, and watch Brock's tune-up match on demand. Because this Sunday, a beast enters the asylum and a beast breaks it down. Tick-tock, Mr. Ambrose. Tick-tock. So are we just days away from Brock Lesnar winning the World Heavyweight Championship again? A B78 promo here. We're slowly surely getting Paul Heyman to that heel turn, just because he was a face for so long. And overall, I'm pretty happy with that. That's a decent opener, and hopefully we can only improve. I was wondering how this was so bad, and I remembered why. After Paul Heyman heads backstage, we cut to the office of the CEO of the WWE, Triple H, who has a small announcement to make. He says, "Recently we've had a very competitive Divas division, and as of tonight we do not have a number one contender for Charlotte to face at the Royal Rumble. So tonight I'm giving 4 of the top elite females a chance in a fatal 4-way match, with the winner becoming the number one contender and facing Charlotte this Sunday. So tonight we shall see Paige take on Sasha Banks, Natalya, and Becky Lynch. Best of luck to all." That explains why that's a D-37, because it's rated on the Divas overness, and I say hopefully we can build them up. Triple H did a masterful job of improvising interactions with the crowd, and he came out of it looking excellent. Again, we have to get the Divas over, you've got to start somewhere. And that match is right next, and about that had solid in-ring action, but non-existent crowd heat. We had Paige defeat Natalya, Becky Lynch, and Sasha Banks in 9 minutes and 12, when Paige defeated Natalya by a pinfall with a rampage. Basically because Natalya is the least relevant out of all these in my opinion. She's literally just going to be used to put people over. But a D+49, Diva storyline continues, great stuff from the commentary team. Becky Lynch is improving her performance skills. And negatives there, few for Sasha, holding back for Paige and Becky, a couple for Natalya. I do have an idea in my head that I might have a massive, major storyline involving the Divas at WrestleMania. I'm still unsure how it's going to go down. I need to have a look and see, because it might require a lot of turns, heel and face. So we'll see. It's thoughts at the moment. I've still got 2 months to think of it, maybe a month, because obviously I'll need to plan it before it. We need the month build if it does happen, so we'll see. Put it as maybe it might happen. We might have a major Divas storyline. Next up in a match that had some good action and average heat, Cesaro drew with Rusev in 10:08 by basically following a double countout. A C64. Cesaro needs a bit of momentum, but obviously Rusev is the dominant force out the Rumble, so making both look like a threat. Lana did some good work at ringside. Rusev is improving his performance skills. And overall, I think that's pretty decent for a mid-card match, an upper mid-card match, at the way this mod's been so far. After the match, Cesaro is in the ring and we are greeted to the WWE United States Champion Finn Balor on the Titantron, who has a few words. Balor says, "Oi Cesaro, I'm up here you muppet." What happened there then? You couldn't even beat Rusev? I mean, don't get me wrong, he's good. But he's not quite Finn Balor. I don't think so. So if you really think you have a chance this Sunday, you better give it your all. 100%. And hell, even if you do that, it might not be good enough. Hell, if you're even lucky, I might even bring some friends to ringside. Cesaro in 6 days at the Royal Rumble, not only will I defeat you to retain my WWE United States Championship, but in the Royal Rumble match itself, I will personally eliminate you myself. So a good promo there from Balor, B-72, so he's slowly really got over. The US title storyline has advanced, and that is a good promo for somebody in the mid-card, in my opinion, or upper mid-card. Because he's been booked pretty strongly, I'd say, so far. Next we have a quick 2-minute video hyping the career of Brock Lesnar and the brutality that his career has caused. Simple video here to hype Lesnar for B79. And then Lesnar has an extremely short match where he defeats Damien Sandow in 4 minutes and 19 with an F5. C-59, so pretty disappointing. I thought these two would maybe put on a decent one. But Lesnar's improving his performance skills, and at the end of the day, it's just a quick short match to put Lesnar over as a monster. Then cut backstage, and he's finally here, the lunatic fringe. The WWE World Heavyweight Champion Dean Ambrose has arrived at Raw. How will he react to Paul Heyman's words and Brock Lesnar's performance? Let's get a B-77. Hopefully he could be a bit better as a World Heavyweight Champion, but it's just him, literally walking in the parking lot. Next up, in a match that had some good action and average heat, Bad News Barrett and Sheamus defeated the City Cowboys in 12 minutes and 52 when Bad News Barrett defeated James Storm by pinfall after using a foreign object. This was not for the Tag Team Championships, this was just a non-title match, and a very, very good rating at a B-73. Great chemistry between the champions, Rude and Storm, and the tag team storyline has advanced with this segment. Sheamus is improving his technical skills, Barrett improving rumble skills, and Robert Roode improving performance skills. So overall, I'm really happy with that as a result. The dirt sheet, really mostly just holding back and a poor gimmick on Barrett and a cold crowd. So overall, I'm really happy with that. That's good for, again, an upper mid-card tag team. After a great brawl by the tag team champions and Barrett and Sheamus, both teams are in the ring when they are greeted to the music of the New Day. Kofi, Big E and Xavier Woods come down to the ring. "Now, now, now," says Kofi, "we come to you with big news." Big E says, "Now, well, you four competed in pretty much a booty tag team match. We spoke with the authority and we found out the tag team match for the Royal Rumble." Kofi Kingston says, "That's right, son, so listen up. This Sunday, City Cowboys, you will defend your tag team championships, and yes, it is against Barrett and Sheamus, but it's also against us." The crowd pops as Big E says, "So don't you dare be sour, clap for your soon-to-be 3-time tag team champs and feel the power." Really can't do that voice. New Day rocks, says Xavier Woods as they get the crowd going. C-57, that triple threat match is booked in, and Woods helped Big E during the segment. Big E is developing better performance skills. I'm quite happy with that. We still need to build them up, they just don't seem to ever get any momentum, despite the fact they rarely lose. I hate myself. Really, this should have been a Dean Ambrose promo, and what's next to Dean Ambrose in alphabetical order? Darren Young. So this should be a Dean Ambrose promo, and it's probably going to cost us a hell of a lot in our rating. God damn it. Oh well, we progress anyway. We are with our broadcasting colleague Renee Young, who is with the WWE Champion Dean Ambrose, not Darren Young, moments before his match against WWE Intercontinental Champion Kevin Owens. Renee Young says, "Dean, we are just 6 days away from your big match at the Royal Rumble. What are your thoughts going into a big match tonight, just before it?" Dean Ambrose says, "My thoughts? None really. It is what it is. You know me. Hell, you know me better than most. I'll fight anyone at any time, whether I get my ass kicked or not." Renee Young says, has Brock Lesnar's destructive victory tonight over Damien Sandow changed your tactics or game plan? To which Ambrose replies, Renee, I didn't even watch it. I know what Brock Lesnar is capable, I know his strengths, and I know his weaknesses. His biggest weaknesses? He isn't prepared for unpredictability and uniqueness. And who does that describe the most? Exactly, Dean Ambrose. So it would have been like a 70 or 80 yard promo if it was actually Dean Ambrose I'd put in, but Darren Young gets a D-39. If anything, that's pretty much given Darren Young his future endeavours pretty shortly, in all honesty. And it means the match flops a little bit more. Maybe no, I think actually the lack of psychology doesn't help it as well. There's a lot of over guys in our roster that don't have psychology, which is worrying, especially one of them being Ambrose, so that may hamper his world title bid in the future. But about the head featured great action and a good crowd. Ambrose defeats Kevin Owens in 12:24 by pinfall with the headlock driver or dirty deeds or whatever. Poor, it's a C plus 70. It's not the main event, so it's not too bad. Hopefully our main event does draw. No skill improvements in the dirt sheet. The psychology ruined it, I think. Anyway, our main event. We have a promo from Bray Wyatt in a dark room. You know that dark room he's always in with that chair. John Cena, for weeks now, you have wondered where your Nikki is. Is she safe and is she well? Well, John, don't you worry, she's in good hands with Braun, Luke and Rowan tonight. What you should be worrying about is, who's next? Is it you? Or is it someone else you all cherish and love? We are the Wyatt family and we demand to be taken seriously. When we say we're the new face of fear, we mean it. We want you to be scared, to be frightened, to fear us. We demand that adults fear us and that we are the cause of children's nightmares. Children fear the boogeyman and children will fear us. Big difference is, we are real. We are very real. So everybody, John Cena, run. Well, you can. So are they hinting out they're going to attack someone else shortly? It remains to be seen. But the Wyatt family, leader Bray Wyatt, good promo there. And that's a B80 getting some heat between him and Cena in this storyline. So very happy with that. He just needs a better gimmick, which we just changed, folks. And our main event match flops as well, so there's a good chance we lose a lot of popularity here. It was an 8-man tag, obviously we had a big, massive brawl before the Rumble. And about to feature great action and a good crowd, we had Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor and Chris Jericho defeat John Cena, Alberto Del Rio, Roman Reigns and Kane in 1947 when Finn Balor defeated Kane with coup de grace. C plus 71, Jericho off his game. You move on 3 storylines with this. Nobody gets a work improvement, which is a shame. I really thought somebody would get a skill improvement there. And our dirt sheet. But a few there. Seth Rollins got a still character, so we might need to look into changing that before the Rumble. And even worse, our last segment flops horribly. So yeah, we are going to lose pop here. But we've told good stories, I feel. The match is over and Finn Balor has pinned Kane. He celebrates before every man in both teams enters the ring and it becomes a 4v4 showdown. Every man in the ring right now is in the Royal Rumble match this Sunday. Suddenly, all 8 start to begin brawling. Rollins with Del Rio, Reigns with Jericho, Wyatt with Cena, and Balor with Kane. Cena throws Wyatt over the top rope, as does Reigns with Jericho. So all 4 men are out on the outside, brawling to the back. Rollins is in the ring. Sorry, that should be Reigns. What would Reigns with Jericho? It should be. Basically, the plan is Rollins is in the ring. He throws over Del Rio. For in turn, Roman Reigns throws him over. Right, so somebody else should be out there. I've muddled myself up here. I think it should be Jericho and Kane. Sorry, that should be fighting. So then it leaves Jericho and Kane outside. Sorry, so Rollins is in the ring. He throws over Del Rio. Reigns throws over Rollins, which leaves Reigns and Balor in the ring. Reigns is in the ring before he turns around and he gets a hellacious drop kick by Finn Balor, who sends Reigns over the top rope into the floor. Balor stands tall as the refs hold Reigns back. Will this be the sight we see this Sunday? Will Finn Balor win the Royal Rumble? So that makes sense then. So it was Cena brawling with Wyatt on the outside, Jericho and Kane, the two old timers. Del Rio gets put over the top rope by Seth Rollins. Reigns puts over Seth Rollins before Finn Balor attacks Roman Reigns. So we nearly got Roman looking strong. Fuck you, Vince. So that's the way we're doing it. So out of this, Roman Reigns improved his acting skills. Horrible rating. So we really still need to build stars up. I'm really dreading how bad Mania is going to be. And Seth Rollins is starting to be a little stale in his role, so hopefully we can build that up. Quite a few negatives there. A lot of poor momentum and gimmicks. So we'll see. We can't build everybody up at the same time. But we can build more than one person up, unlike the WWE, who seemingly can't. But overall, B-73, increases our pop in 14 regions, so pretty much again, I would say that's probably the UK, North America, that we've lost pop and we've gained pop everywhere else that we're broadcasting Monday Night Raw from. I will look to try and get Raw televised everywhere, so there's at least 40 places being that there's coverage in. So if you just look at our size, 67s, that's worrying because I need to keep it over 65. Hopefully we should. As I say, I think our TV deal covers everywhere bar Europe and maybe if it comes to worse, it's Mexico in there. We'll sort something out. That seems to me like the places we've lost pop has generally just been North America, so we'll see. I'll figure it out. I'll take a time to look at our TV deals, and we'll see from there. As I say, we've got a few guys we're looking to bring in. I'm going to check my emails, and it doesn't spoil it, so that's good. I just decided because WWE have the chance to sign obviously they may have signed by the time this goes live. Nakamura, Styles, a couple members of the Bullet Club. We have made a raid in New Japan. Some of those guys were available, some weren't. I've made pushes for other people out with Japan as well. So I just kind of thought, fuck it, it is a bit of fun. There's no trying to make it too realistic. Let's show that the WWE roster, if you added a few guys in, could make it unbelievable. We will be looking to trim some fat soon. I think some contracts are up. But it comes to worst, we may even have Fire in the season pretty soon. Adam Rose, actually he will be the first to go. He's 36, that's not going to help MD. Radar plan, 36. 25 over this, I think you can get rid of him. He's been a good jobber for me, but it's too little too late, sorry. Adam Rose. And our rating is up on USA Network, and that's the only one that really matters. So a quick look at our pre-booking. We'll go through the card for Royal Rumble. I can reveal all the participants as well, but we'll start at the bottom. We have our triple threat match for the WWE Tag Team Championships, as the City Cowboys, James Storm and Robert Roode, take on the New Days, Kofi Kingston and Big E, against Bad News Barrett and Sheamus. In a 2-on-4 handicap match, we have John Cena and Kane take on the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman. For the US title, we have Finn Balor taking on Cesaro. And for the Divas Championship, we have Charlotte, taking on Paige. And for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, we have Dean Ambrose against the Beast, Brock Lesnar. And the Battle Royal, the Royal Rumble match, somehow it's put as a Battle Royal. I couldn't get it as an actual Royal Rumble in this mod for some reason. But we have 30 participants all listed, no massive surprises, no debuts. Well, there's one debut if you count Hideo since he's not been on the proper shows, but the entrance to the match are Del Rio, Bad News Barrett, Big E, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Cesaro, Chris Jericho, Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, Fandango, Finn Balor, Hideo Itami, Jack Swagger, James Storm, John Cena, Kalisto, Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, Luke Harper, Neville, Randy Orton, Rob Van Dam, Robert Roode, Roman Reigns, Rusev, Ryback, Seth Rollins, Sheamus, Stardust, and The Miz. So, my question to you guys is, predictions, who wins the Royal Rumble? Who wins each of the other matches that are listed within the match card? If you want to leave all your predictions in the comments section alongside any comments you may have within the series. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you this Sunday for the Royal Rumble. Keep it tight.